Hello. Okay, so I will be writing. I'm still waking up. So I'm gonna play some Planet Crafter while I wake the fuck up. Also, where the... I'm having issues. Someone was talking about Jackbox. Oh, I don't care. So I was very tempted to do the new thing last night. Heck? Why heck? It is stream. Oh, yeah. Because it's the morning. Because I have to stream before it gets 80 fucking degrees. Because I won't be able to do evening streams if I am barely awake, sir. Let's get that out of the way right now. I was out of bed at 8. That means I have until 10 to fully wake up. I still got about 15 minutes. So hello. I'm not used to being awake with all you normal people's schedule shit. It's already getting so warm in here. It's 75 degrees. Come on. I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, you know, more normal than give the okay. Unfortunately, I only have one dog in here. Let me pause this for a second. Also, this is a multiplayer. Just realized you got the villain. This game is a multiplayer game, so if anybody else has the game and wants to play. Also, I can only give Sam a treat because Sylvana is outside being a sun pupper. She did not want to come in. Ugh. I'm not ready for this, like, fucking morning shit. I mean, this is true. There's only so much normal sleep schedule stuff is what I mean. Quote unquote normal. I play on stream occasionally, like Minecraft. We have a Minecraft server. Also, hi Ava. How's it going? Okay, welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance the terraformation process of this world. You'll need to generate O2, heat, and pressure. First reach 175 Ti and create a blue atmosphere. All right, fucker. Oh, I forgot how any of this works. Oh, there we go. I've been playing Minecraft and it's been it's a server, like a multiplayer server. I should have played Minecraft, but should have played something and wanting to play another. I've been waiting for this update for like a while, so. I realize that I don't actually play a lot of multiplayer games off stream, but oh fuck. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I forgot how to play this game. God. Okay. Oops. Preach, hello. So many people. So is it just me? Am I the problem? Am I the one that doesn't have the normal people hours? What the fuck is... Oh, there we go. I fucked up. Oops, what's the button? This? Wait, what's my... Excuse me. Which one is the fucking... Okay, so that's auto move. Oh my god. I haven't played this game in like 6 months and I've already forgot how to do every damn thing. Okay, I'm just assuming I can't do that yet. Hello? No, fishy. Oh, it's lagging. It's lagging because my computer is the problem. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can... it might get smaller or bigger depending on... Okay. I might put it on this other screen. Yeah, honestly, I enjoy stream. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Damien, for a little bit. I'm sorry that I now stream when you work, but summer, heat, I don't have AC. Wow, okay, hold on. Jesus. So, I'm gonna have to do a thing, and you're not gonna like it. Because I think I'm gonna have to quit this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit this while the game is going. Because I cannot have both at the same time. It's not gonna work. They refuse to work. So, I'm gonna quit this until we do writing. And I'll probably be writing in like an hour-ish. I just wanted to check out the, I wanted to check out the update for this. But remind me when I start writing and I will switch it back over. That's not what I wanted. How is morning better for the heat compared to not? Well, see, the heat here... The heat for me isn't going to be the same for everybody else. Because I live in a cold climate, so hot for me is like 80. Oh, I did kill the spider, yes. I hunted that bitch down so that I could snooze for 10 more minutes, because, man, that scared the shit out of me. I was so mad. So, yeah, 80, it gets like 95 tops here is about as hot as it can get, but I live in like the mountains. For the mountains, it is pretty hot, you know, especially when you live in the woods and it gets dry and then, you know, fucking fire season. So, but like 95 is pretty hot for me. It can get up to 100 in my room. It was 83, 88, something like that, yesterday when I was streaming. With bluffs, what do you... Oh, like on the... Like you live on a water area on the lakes? Or just someplace with like a lot of, foothill activity. What the my god, which... Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm actually kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know exactly where you are. I just know that... Wasabi, no. Oh my god, you dummy. I just know you live over in the Wisconsin area? That sounds right, but it could definitely be very wrong. Yeah. It gets to about What would the equivalent be? 27, 28? Wait, no, I needed to... fuck, I hate doing this shit internally. Oh, I need to do this so my food don't go down for a second. Oh, God damn it. What was that? 80... We'll do like 95. Oh, 95 is like 35. Sorry, 30. 95, yeah, 95 is 35 and 26 is ish in that range. So it gets pretty toasty. We do have like a little, it's not like crazy humidity. We'll get up to like 60s, I think, sometimes. Right now I think it's like in the 20s. So it's not, that's humidity, by the way. Like, it's not crazy or anything. Silicon medium. Oh, fuck. So in this game, like, meteors will just fall from the sky and they will hit you. Like, if you are not paying attention and you just run out into the middle of nowhere, it will lob a fucking meteor at you. I know, because I have been meteor lobbed. Okay, I think I'm good. Oh, I should get some air. What was I looking for? Silicon, magnesium. Okay. A lot of this game is just me trying to fucking figure out recipes and shit. Oh, that's not what I need. Yeah, it depends. Sometimes a lot, sometimes not a lot. No, fishy no work. I'll turn fishy on when we do the writing. But for some reason, the fishy don't like my game. Yeah, my game right here was making the fish game lag. Real bad. I love this game, though, because you start out as this, and then as you play and meet the requirements and stuff, like, it literally, you can see, like, grass and trees and all that kind of stuff just, like, grow slowly. It's really cool. I really, really like the stuff in it. Yes! Okay, there we go. I need to build a thing. Grimmer version of Slime Ranch. So that game has things that kill you, like that like actively will seek your death. This game does not. This game's pretty chill. There's nothing other than yourself that will impede your progress or kill you or, you know, stuff like that. I have died many times in this game, if that tells you. There's a pattern here. It's like Satisfactory if Satisfactory didn't have anything that would attack you. I don't know if you guys have played Satisfactory. I have to decide where I want to go build I want to go check that out, but I also don't want to fucking run out of... So it's a survival game, so you have like water and health. The health is food. And so you have to consume things to stay alive. I should probably get some ice for water. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. So there's oxygen, water, and air. And if you are depleted in any of those for a prolonged amount of time, you will die. So... you are limited in the beginning on how far you can go. I don't know. I actually just got this update, so I'm assuming that is like a a greenhouse or something that I can go and build in, but I don't have the air to get that far and back. So that's next stage. We'll get there later. You'll also see all of that is ice. As you terraform the planet, all of that will disappear and will get let you basically have more places you can go and explore and stuff like that. So oops, okay, fine. Yes, yeah, this is a terraforming game. So you do the terraforming stuff. Did I build this one? I did not. Hi, Jeannie! Oops. So these are like all the things that I can build right now. Like I can basically build myself a little little living compartment. I will go do that. There's also like the first steps on the top left that will tell me what I need to do. Oh no. Ich voll. Drop. Water. Oh yes, Shinko. Oh, actually, Damien redeemed moisturize too. Try Damien. I'll do that now, even though you're already gone. Okay, thank you for the coffee. I need to go figure out where I want to build that, actually. Oh, I need one more silicone, too. Also in this game, you have to be careful because as you are building... Oh, no, I can't jump. Fuck. Oh, no, I can. I lied. There are going to be places that... Like, this is probably at some point... I'm guessing. We'll see if it happens. This is going to turn into a lake as everything melts and we get rain and stuff like that. I'm gonna say that this is gonna turn into a lake, maybe. There's sulfur there though, so I don't know. So you want to build high. I can, but I want to leave it for now. I think I'm gonna die. Fuck. I'm gonna leave it for now. I think there was a... Oh, there we go. No, there's not like heat. There is, well, I don't know if there is on this one because I haven't done this planet before, but there is like lava that you can fall into, and if you touch the lava, it will take away health. There's some, I see there's some like satellites over there too. I want to figure out how to get to. I might just have to build a really temporary space. Okay, we'll build this really nope, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So it's gonna be clunky for a second as I figure out where I'm gonna put this. I should show you my other build. I built on the side of a cliff, and then I just built outward. I basically did in Minecraft this game. I'm basically just rebuilding what I did in Minecraft. Gosh darn it, why won't you cooperate with me? Yeah, so being near the lava isn't gonna do anything. It's just if you touch it. Iron titanium. Okay. Yes, I know there's low power. Don't worry, Preach. Don't worry, Preach. I will be able to carry more in the future. There are backpack upgrades. I was like, I love this. Like, I can't even like, this game is done by like a team of like 6 people. like working their hearts out. Like anything I say about this game does not is not by any means mean. Hi, Tenki. I actually love the shit out of this game for how small the team is. Like, they fucking nailed it. Okay. I guess I should do some wind turbine nonsense. Oh, actually, you know what? I probably should make some chesty things. I need iron. So this is where I start to hoard. Yeah, no, I love this game so much. I think I've put like 100 hours already into just like there's 3 or 2. Is there 2? I think there's 2 right now. They have the main game, there's an like a DLC, and then there's this update, and this update was free, I think. I think the DLC was $8-ish. But DLC, and it took me 30 some hours, I think, to get like to the end. And there's multiple endings too. Like there's choices that you can make, and I think the first game has 3 endings, and I think the DLC has 2. I've only gotten I got to the end of each of them, and then I was just like, okay, it's cool. That's all I needed. Like, this is just my I'm here to just de-stress game. Just 1 each for the main game and then the DLC. The thing is, like, there's not I don't remember what the main game, how much it is. I just know the DLC is $8 basically. But I've put like 100 hours in this game. It's not like it's very sandboxy. It's not like they give you a certain amount of time you have to do things by. Like, you just terraform till you get to the end. Like, you terraform till you meet certain requirements, and then you can finish it whenever you want. Yeah, what, $8 will buy just a sandwich. You can't even buy anything at McDonald's for like substantial at McDonald's for like $8. So my shit's gonna be just jumbled as fuck at the beginning. Because that how it do. Lies? I don't like well, that's not true. I like the cheeseburgers, but I want the fries. McDonald's fries are my jam. No, it's so good. It is such a good game. I don't know. You can go check my you check the game list. I don't actually remember. I want to say no, actually. I want to say no, but I do have Outer Worlds. I don't know if that counts. I've never played Outer Worlds. Oh, I need to... Fuck. Oh. No. Hi, Book Nook! I'm not okay. No, I talked about this book. I'm changing my streaming schedule to the morning because it's too hot during the day to stream. Like I can't do it. It gets like 89 degrees in here. But hi, book. Have you tried mixing fries with sundae? I can't remember. I mean, I want to say no, but I probably have. Is it Skyrim in space? That's a good question. Is it Skyrim in space? Wait, which one Skyrim in space? Well, I mean, when else am I gonna stream if I can't stream during the day or at night? Here's the problem. I don't want to stay up until 6 in the morning and then go to sleep and wake up in the heat of the day. I have been going to bed at like 11 o'clock midnight lately to be able to wake up and do the streaming stuff. Because I don't have AC, so... God damn it. I'm trying to do the Minecraft. Shit, like, control. God damn it, this is driving me insane. You started Rune Factory? That sounds good, though. I have both, Linky. I have both. I have Outer Wilds and Outer Worlds. Is it morning if I haven't slept woken up? God damn it, Tanky. No. You have to look at my game list because I have games in places other than Steam. I have in my Discord, I have my game list because also not everybody is my Steam friend, so this just makes it easier. I have Outer Worlds on... What do I have it on? I think I just got it on Good Old Games. Pretty sure. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what I'm doing either. Fuck. Xbox? What's on Xbox? Okay, I'm just gonna shove all of my little screens. Oops. Okay, silicone. Also, those meteors, when they drop, they come with all of these materials. Yeah, I have... also, you guys, check if you have Prime, link it to your Twitch, because they do free giveaways, too. I've gotten, like, 10 million games from Twitch. Like, because they do the Prime gaming, and they do giveaways that aren't just Prime games. I've gotten a bunch of games from... Actually, I think Outer Worlds was from the Amazon, or the giveaway on Twitch. Like, because they do, like, weekly games or something like that. I've gotten, like, both... I got the first two Baldur's games, or Baldur's Gate games. I got one of the Amnesia games, not the one we played on Steam. Got like a ton of games. What No, like it's just that you guys are like a little bit lagged, so I can't tell in the conversation where you are and where I am, especially when you're also having conversations with yourselves. So, like, you know, between each other. So, that's why I was asking, not that I can't read, just I was asking. In the tutorial, the village chief is lamenting the spring goddess being MIA, for Tails said she was buxom indeed, and this little girl asks you what buxom is. You can deflect or play stupid and claim it's a type of fruit. And then when you help Free revive her, Chief is like, I knew the legends, but goddamn. Jesus. Buxom. In Ark, we painted one of my bros' house solid pink while he was away. See, that's the shit I can get down for. Like, that's fantastic. Oh, that's right. I don't have power. Fuck. I'm like building all this shit. Like, why doesn't it work? I can read. Leave me alone. Okay. I was gonna build this in random places. I probably need a list. Okay, listen. Anybody wants to come to my house and dye all my shit pink, that's fine. Pink is a good color, though. Oops. Okay. I should go put some shit in boxes. I need to figure out how to make food. That's why I need to go over here. He got super pissed. Oh no. I don't know where the fuck to get iridium. Okay, drills can go over here. Me is I was a spring goddess, village chief. Please sponsor my browser so expensive and don't last long. For real though. I wasn't the only one that got pranked. Like, it's so mean. I guess it depends on how long it would take him to like redo everything. If it takes like a really awful long time, that was rude. No! Fuck my life. Oops. God damn it. I was locked in a cage. Nah, that's funny. Honestly, when I'm playing multiplayer games, that's partially why I don't get super invested in stuff. because people will come in and just break shit and then you have no control and it's like, oh, okay. I was so confused. I was like, did I say that? Hey guys, since I haven't been keeping in touch with you lately, is the stream your form of income? Or I had so lots of stuff happening. I quit my job in January due to a large laundry list of reasons that I won't go into here. But I would have needed to basically quit it anyway because my mom got really sick and I had to help care for her. And now that she's passed, I have basically a lot more free time to do all of the things and the stuff. So, it is basically my well, yeah. Commissions and this are like my sole source of income right now. And I should be writing. I really should, but we'll see. I should be writing, but I also want to sleep, so. Oh God, why that one? Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah, it is what it is. So right now I'm trying to stream every day and do the writing and do as many commissions as humanly possible. Oh yeah, and as you go, like your stuff you will get like access to more upgrades on stuff. So also, I'm playing on easy mode. There's actually a couple, actually I think I can change it right now. Oh, I guess I can't. So there's a way to, there's, different difficulty categories on here. I'm playing the easy mode, which means all of my health and oxygen and all that stuff, like, lowers significantly slower than, like, normal or hard mode. Also, when you die in this version, you don't lose any items. In other times, if you die, you lose items and like other stuff. So Ark is unique in that your body is there while you aren't on. It's just asleep. Yeah, I know, that's why I don't play those games. Too much potential for shenanigans. I'm gonna build another one of these. Oh yeah. I will also say it is really super easy to build in this game. And I'm pretty sure at least 30 to 40 of the hours spent playing was just me digging around in like the base building like time. Gonna lurk. Okay, thank you for the lurk. What time is it? 10:20. I will start writing at 11. How about that? And then I will just stream until it gets like stupid hot, which might be at like 1 or 2 because it's really hot today. Also, the music is really low, but I really like the music too. I'm working on the cozy fantasy one. I deconstructed the beginning and then hated it, and now I'm stuck. Like, I wrote the beginning, but then I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get freaking 70k words out of this story if I keep writing like I do. And then I redid the beginning, and then I was like, no, I hate this too. What are we doing? So I'm kind of just procrastinating getting back to it. It's the sapphic one. It's the sapphic romance one. Build some more of these. I wonder if I can build like 10 million of these. Also, this goes pretty far, so you don't have to walk as far. My control on the controller though is a little rough. Yes, 70k words is like a typical fantasy novel. Actually, 70k words is under the word count for a typical fantasy novel. Oh, that's fair. It's the cozy fantasy one where she is the owner of a magical pawn shop, basically. It's not a pawn shop. It's more like a magical trade item thing. And she's like the big beefy warrior who was in retirement, and her just roommates is like a bard, a cute little ADHD bard. Yeah, let's see. The other sapphic one I have is the werewolf one, which I will get to eventually, but I'm kind of at a place where I'm like, I don't know where I want this story to go. I need more world building. And then, what's the other one I have? I guess TOS is sapphic. I haven't worked on that in a while, though, unfortunately. Eventually, someday, we will work on it. So the word count for a typical fantasy novel is about 80 to 100k words. That's a typical that's the typical word count for a fantasy novel. That's just like a regular general run of the mill fantasy novel. Epic fantasies can go much higher. Epic fantasies can be about 120k words to 140, I think. Space operas, I think, can go to like 150 to 200k sometimes. This is like traditional publishing type guidelines, by the way. This isn't like if you just write your own book and publish it that way. Like nobody can tell you what word counts to use. But I am hoping to write some novels that like get picked up by a traditional, like ideally I would like to be picked up by a traditional publisher because I don't want to have to do everything all myself. Well, but if you look at their normal stuff, but they also write epic fantasy and word counts are like pants, a suggestion. So word counts for it also depends on reader expectation though. Traditional publishing has created an expectation within readers for certain tropes in the genre and also certain word counts. Not to say that you can't break that, like I don't think they're gonna like grab pitchforks and riot anywhere, but in order to fulfill those expectations, like, you know, you do want to try to meet them as best you can. Oh, it's windy. I would also say with Brandon Sanderson and Robert Jordan, you're looking at their like Robert Jordan's work, like before, like at the end was like he did long shit, but if you look at their stuff in the beginning, it was a lot shorter than it is now. Brandon Sanderson can get away with the shit that he does because he sells. Brandon Sanderson can put his money where his mouth is, basically. Like, he can write these giant fucking epics, and his publishers also know, hey, he's gonna sell these these epic novels. So that's why Brandon Sanderson can get away with it, because he is an established author that has a proven track record of his marketability. If you're a small publisher, no big hit author, smaller word count can be an advantage, because bookshops can stock more smaller books and don't mind stocking bigger books from established authors, because yeah, exactly. But it's also like, when you are a published author, you can do as many or as little books or words as you want, because you have nobody to tell you otherwise. You know, you can play to like the marketing or traditional publishing rules and stuff, but like, you don't have to. It's just, it does help you in certain ways, but you are by no means limited to it, at least in the way that traditionally published authors are. Traditionally published authors are limited in the fact that they have to like, they're bound by print, you know, and print is basically like, if you are not proven, why would they invest in you, you know? I have the sneaking suspicion if I ever finish a novel, it'll get split into 2 or 3 to make it. Well, actually, so here's one of the bigger suggestions I see from, like, if you're trying to get traditionally published. There are tons of traditionally published authors who started out as indie authors and then got picked up because their books did really good. So that is always an option, you know. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to make a run for this thing. Oh, maybe I'm not going to. Hold on. Hit that light novel format, right? Do I have any? I do. Fantastic. I might die, but, you know, YOLO and all that shit. Yeah, one of the things that I see suggested a lot from agents and editors, like within publishing, is if you have the first book of a series, write it so that it can be standalone, because if you do that, just in case you don't sell well, you know, nobody is losing out on anything, because if you don't sell well, your publisher is less likely to take a chance on you, if that makes sense. And by sell well, that can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different authors. You know, there isn't a one size fits all for what that looks like, if that makes sense. It was The Martian, where the author got no interest in publishers. So yeah, no, that's why, like, if you have a book, just self-publish it. Throw it on Amazon. Throw it up on, like, fucking Wattpad or Web Novel or Inkit or, you know, wherever. Shit. Oh, shit. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna die, probably. I'm gonna get there, and there's not going to be air, and I don't think I have enough air to get back. I've seen self-published ebooks hardly like 35 to 40k words, and I do now want to give them their ASCII price, because I myself am in the middle of a novel and know firsthand that that's not that much material. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I have a couple options for the cozy fantasies, and the thing about cozy fantasy is that it is such a new subgenre. There's not really any quote unquote rules to follow or anything like that, you know, like, it's so new right now that, hold up, I'm distracted. What? Do I get to drive the things? I would love to drive the things. Oh, anyway, so cozy fantasy is such a new genre right now that there's not really any expectations set up by the readers other than it's cozy, and it's like basically slice of life, a lot slower pacing, you know, very contained, I guess, episodes in the thing. So I'm really hoping that if I can get some stuff up on Amazon, I will be able to kind of be there for, like, be in that first group of, hey, these people did the thing, you know. What the hap is currently fucking fucking popness. I'm gonna die before I get to Oh, I have a no, just kidding. I don't know why I'm freaking out. I have a solution. I need to do this quickly. Iron. I need iron. Shit. I'm not gonna do it. Oh my god. Oh. This is my way. I keep forgetting that this is a way to, like, cheat the system. These are really cheap to build, so you just build them everywhere. In fact, since the goal is cozy, I feel like it'd lean to small and medium lengths and break lots of rules because we're making it yeah, exactly. And there's so many ways, because I've seen a lot of cozy I know, right? I've seen a lot of cozy lit RPG lately. Like, basically isekai characters getting sent to their favorite games where it's like Stardew Valley. Like, that is literally one of the books that is like the one of the, like, not top books, but it's like one of the standouts in, like, the genre right now, and I'm just like, I love it. Mine's not like, I had to do a lot of world building for mine because mine is based off of, it's not even based off of cozy fantasy. Initially, I just wanted to do, I had a couple ideas. One was I wanted to do a novel where they were a retired hero. That was my what if the story was about a retired hero. And then the other thing that I had I need to make air. Shit. Hold on. The other thing that I wanted to do was, what if magic looked like the warlock system from D&D, where instead of being able to use the magic that's, like, in the world, like, you had to go through a proxy of sorts to be able to use the magic. And so that's kind of what my, but also I had I guess, epiphany that, like, I want my novels to be for the proxies are bitches. No. The proxies are not the bitches. The people using the proxies are the bitches. I have it. So they're in my novel. They're called daemons, and I have, like, a whole setup for what it looks like to be a daemon in the page. Oh yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, that's why I love them. Like, I don't know. I just thought it would be really funny to be like, you have a magic user that is, like, basically dependent on these sassy motherfuckers for their magic. Now, the most difficult part is get the materials you want, some specific type of texture or aesthetics. Like, if you I learned that from my mom that making your own book it's not. I have a friend who went to college in, I can't remember. It's one of the bigger prestigious, like, I can't remember. She went in, like, the library and, like, book conservation stuff. I don't know. She basically went to school to be a librarian and got, like, her master's in it. And a lot of her classes were on book binding and book conservation. And so she would share all of that kind of stuff, and it's cool as shit. Like, okay, I need cobalt. I need another fucking meteor storm is what I need. Also, a fun, it's not even like the books that they make are not gonna last by any means, but I think it's Nerdforge on YouTube. They do a lot of bookbinding, and they make some cool shit on that channel. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. We've definitely shared videos of it in the Discord. I think she did a giant, like, she took all of Brandon Sanderson's novels, was it maybe? I don't know. She took a bunch of like Wheel of Time or Brandon Sanderson's novels or something and like put them all in one fucking binding. I was like, what the fuck? It was really funny though. Mom makes her own journals. I love that. Hi, Aaron. No, the cozy fantasy one, I basically... I fucked it up. I don't know. I also didn't get as far in it as I was really hoping that I would, but... Oops. To be fair, I spend a great majority of time prepping for the novel and not actually writing the novel. Mostly because I hate editing, and I'm like, if I have to have everything straight in my head to be able to write something, and if I don't have everything planned, then I write myself into a plot hole, and then I don't fix it because I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm a terrible writer. Oh no, oh my god, I don't think I brought any water. Oh, I did, thank god. I need to build a, okay, nope, we get here. Oh, fuck my life. Nope, I'm gonna have to use it. God damn it, I just wasted a thing. Alright, we're gonna build a crafts thing in this bitch. You'd be surprised. A lot of writers just wing it. A lot of writers are like, I'll make a couple notes, but we going. And then they do the thing, and then they go, and then they make it work. And I don't know how they do it. I literally cannot. Angie KO reigns supreme? I mean, that's not wrong. That is pretty accurate. Okay. I was looking at the wrong guy's ping. Timmy, why are you looking at everybody's ping? Can't count the number of plot holes in anime. Yeah, exactly. It drives me insane. And that's part of why I'm like, no, I don't want to be that person. I need no plot holes. No, I can't deconstruct. God damn it. Okay. I forgot to build the thing. I'm gonna have to come back for all that. The fuck will just ignore. I mean, you kind of have to at some point, especially when you are writing published material on the fly. Because I've done this for when I used to write on Wattpad a lot. I would do that, and you have to, you know, because what do you don't have time to edit, you know. You don't have time to edit. All you can do is pray for the best. Yeah, it is true, I think, for most manga artists and writers. Alright, I'm just gonna go back because I got the blueprint I needed. I'll come back for that chest later. I will take a short break before I start writing because I need to let the doggos in and stuff, so. My little puppy is probably roasting in the sun right now because she refuses to get out of the sun. Oh my god, walk faster. That's another thing. It won't be this slow the whole time. You do get like upgrades for movement and you get vehicles and stuff like that too, so. It's just slow going in the beginning. I think I'm gonna get in here and then I'm going to start working on getting to the writing screen. Yay. Okay. Oops. No, stop. All right. I'm gonna take a BRB. I'm gonna let my dogs in and I'll be back in a few. All right, I'm here. I have a sprint up here. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, but we have it just in case. Fishy game. My writings are questionable at best. Eula is also daddy, this is correct. Something that really grinds my gears is when things are written in and then the writer gets so focused on trying to make a new plot line that forget 80% of what they wrote. Yeah. I think... Nope, that's too big. We'll do this. No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Let me get my shit up. Is it still about the supply and demand? If the demand is high, sometimes you just have to rush, and hence the terrible plot lines. That's my... Possibly, I think part of it is trying to... Because you have to remember manga... like... Mangaka and writers have editors. And your editor is going to, especially if it's an editor of a publisher, is going to dictate to some extent what you do and what you're writing. So it might not have been something that they had planned necessarily, but their editor could have been like, hey, maybe we should do this, or hey, this might work better, or, you know, like stuff like that. I'm gonna put my... We're gonna put on the cozy fantasy list. And then put this there. Okay. Yay! I might take down the portal? Question mark. I guess it helps if it's like centered. Maybe right there. It's also pressure to keep people around. Mm-hmm. It's really boring. Okay, so I'm gonna be real. 90% of what happens when we say we're gonna do a writing stream is we just sit here and talk about writing. We don't actually do the writing. Let me change the... There we go. It's the process. I mean, I guess. I got a lot more done before I tried to change things. Let me see, what was this? This is... Okay, that's what I thought was going to be chapter 2. I have like... So here's my outline. Let me see if I can find it. This is my outline. So this outline is the size of a fucking chapter. I suck at writing. I'm not good with words. That's okay. You have many other you are good at art though. You're really good at art. I don't know if you've done art in a really long time, but I'm not focused on the outline yet because I honestly am just trying to do things that I don't typically do. So my writing style is by default very sparse. It's very quick. Technically my writing is probably good for like YA stuff, like YA web novel stuff, because it's bare bones. I just tell what's happening. The problem is that doesn't work for like novels, you know. My style doesn't read very well because it's not very immersive, unfortunately. So I have to edit constantly. But continuity is a basic principle in storytelling, so it's one of those times when people use the term professional, I get annoyed because big timers ignore half the... Okay, here's the thing about the label professional. It's subjective. Basically, if you get paid for something, you can technically call yourself a professional, because that's really what people assign to being a professional. If you make money from it, you're a professional. But you don't actually have to. But that's the thing, is like, people that write, like Brandon Sanderson, he's just a random dude that writes books really well, if you think about it. Like, all of these creators are just normal people. They have the same flaws as all of us. Like, think of when you're writing. If you're up against deadline, at some point you might write yourself into a plot hole and then just have to be like, fuck, well, here we go. You know? I have to go back to art because now I have to teach kids art and animation. That's exciting. I think I only know you as a friend who does writing as a profession. Wow. I'm an artist first and foremost, I'm an artist, I guess. That's the thing, is like professional is just such a misunderstood concept for a lot of stuff. And I think it's mostly because a lot of different people have a lot of different ideas on what a professional is, you know. But in my classes, the label professional is set as standard in the vocabulary. Book lurky. Okay, have a good lurky book. Oh, it's like, I didn't do anything. Oh, hold on. I think I know the problem. I'm wondering if it's because... Give me 1 second, Linky. I think it's on... Shit. Let me do a thing first with it. I think it's more on the expectation when one... Exactly. Professional, you have certain expectations, but also people don't realize that a lot of those expectations are, like, not correct. Not necessarily not correct, but I don't know. The expectations for certain things are... people would be disappointed by the banality of certain things, you know, in being a quote-unquote professional. Okay. Okay, try it again. We'll see if you're in the queue. Yes, you are in the queue. Hopefully this works now. It should work. Hopefully it will work. Thank you. I'm definitely not. I've basically spent as much time researching and learning how to write as I have drawing, basically. And actually, I guess that's not quite true. I've always been able to write, like, structure things really well, but that's because I read a lot. Like, I read a lot. No, maybe not in recently. Like, in the past 5 years, I haven't read quite as much just because life is lifing. But in the past, I was a voracious reader, especially when I was in high school. And when you are reading that consistently and you're reading to that amount, you kind of inherently learn better grammar, better sentence structure, stuff like that, if you're exposed to it a lot, You're my brother, don't you what? Oh, my brother must have come into chat and, like, fucking wreaked havoc or something. But yeah, really the things that, like, mostly what I always go and study are, like, pacing and how to do better world building, how to make better characters. Yeah, you're learning through osmosis, basically. Or you're learning when you're reading, you are actively studying whether you realize it or not. So that's kind of like that's how a lot of people can, I guess, like, improve to some degree without actually going out and, like, reading all the how to. I will say, and I did this to myself, if you're researching, like, how to get better and how to do things good and, like, all of that kind of stuff, you can ruin your author voice to some extent. Because if you take in so much of, like, the how to and these are the rules and you can't break these, it kind of makes you afraid to kind of be a little bit freer with your tone and, like, the things that you want to do and what you want to write and stuff like that. Osmosis, like, holes in the narrative. So my cooking got better from working in a kitchen and I wasn't even cooking. Yeah, exactly. Like, you learn stuff peripherally, There's also a certain flow to novels that I think that you wouldn't... Because I have read novels from people that have never read a book. Yes, I edited a book a long time ago. It's a long time ago. From somebody who had never read a book before. And you can tell in the writing when somebody has never read a book. And it has nothing to do with, like, grammar, spelling, or, well, grammar a little bit, but it has nothing to do with, like, the technical syntax of the writing. It's in the description. It's in the way that they tell through this, it's in their author voice that they just have never read. That's my writing. Aaron, start fucking reading. Fucking hate singing fish. I just want to let you know that, by the way. God damn. Okay. Does anybody else want to write? I could put a sprint on if anybody wants to write. I don't even remember where I was last night. I think I was at here. Well, it's mostly like a co-working stream. Actually, I should put that in the title, huh? I didn't mean just writing. Like, if you've got homework, if you want to draw, if you want to do things, if you have a thing to do, Book is doing chores. I can start doing sprints if you want to be productive. I always have interesting. I need to work on writing skills, but I also need to work on a million things I'm trying to learn. You can do multiple things in a day. You just have to, like, I am slowly learning to be able to, like, juggle multiple things during the day. Like, I'll stream maybe until 1 or 2 or whenever it gets hot enough, and then I'll turn the stream off, and then I'll probably go do some chores, and then I think I have to make a phone call or something. I have to pay some bills today, and then once all that's done, I'm probably gonna write again. Multiple things is for functional people. I mean, I always have interesting ideas, but because I suck at writing, those ideas don't. I mean, here's the thing. The only way you're going to get better at writing is to write. That's just all there is to it. It's like drawing. The only way you're going to get better at drawing is to draw. You know, you can't. It's the exact same idea. You know, you have to practice in order to put into practice what you've learned in a cohesive way. And then you just keep doing that, and then you get better and you learn more things, and then you incorporate that, and that's how you get good. Start practicing, Ava, get good. The trick is taking the suffering out of the learning process. I mean, I guess that would be to set aside a time to intentionally do, like, terrible practice. And what you do is you take that hour, and then after that hour, after you've been suffering, you give yourself a treat. You give yourself a treat, and then that makes it less suffering. Are you gonna write with me, Moosk? Expectations cause people to quit early because it causes that emotional pain. I mean, and that's the problem. I think that's the issue, is that, like, is that expectation, you know? A bony tit, that's a terrifying fish, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, to be fair, if your expectation is that you're always going to suck, then you're going to be pleasantly surprised in a year when you've improved, you know? Yeah, sometimes you just need to stab something 1,000 times, and your aim gets better. Oh, boy. Do it poorly, but do it. Yeah, actually a very valid I think actually we were talking about the same thing. Like getting good at stuff. And I think that's why Lexi said that, if I'm not mistaken. I expect what I do to be bad until I get more experience, so it stings less. It still stings, but it's not devastating. Yeah. See, that I have never really... My issue has never been with, like, the expectation of the thing. Usually it's never with the expectation of the thing. It's in the way of, like, this is tedious and I just want it to be done now. Like, I just want to be at the end. Which is why I'm kind of considering... I might just have to write this in that bare bones style that I do, and then flesh it out later. I am so impatient. Also, that face, like, just, like, stuck on my face. The fuck? I am super impatient. I don't know. I have always been super impatient. Yeah, I know. It's just sitting in my fucking face. Maybe your writing style is more suited to visual. No, it's not. It's not. Um, like, here's the thing: is I know that I have it in me because I have written like stuff that like people do like my writing. I am just. It's so tedious. It comes back to that whole. I just want it to be done. The process, it's not, it's the process is processing. It's not necessarily very fun for me. I like the world building. So my whole thing is I love world building. I even like plotting. I like figuring out how to make the story go from point A to point B to Z. All of that. Characters, timelines. I will give you a fully visualized world. I can't write the actual fucking novel to save my life. I don't know. It hurts me. Actually, you know what? I will make this bigger. If you want to attempt to read the stuff on the screen, I will do that for you. That way those words are there. See, I even have like a full series planned out. I have like the first two books in this series plotted already. Well, I think I'm halfway through book 2 on my plotting. And then I have 5 other books that have like the synopsis written. It will be my attempt. Here, I will read here. Do you want me to read it to you? I could read you the bedtime story. It's only 600 words, but it's very short. It is. So this world actually has the ability to be expanded almost indefinitely. I have a whole bunch of ideas for series that I want to write. The writing for film, for example, is more of a bare bones process. You need details, but the focus is more. Oh, no, that's basically script writing. And I can write a script, but I don't like that either. You know? Or like the what is it? The film script thing. Yeah, when you're writing for like say a movie or a TV series or whatever, you don't have to go into description because screenplay. Because that's not going to help anybody. Like basically what you do is you write a couple lines to establish like scene, tone, setting, blah blah blah. You write what's happening, what people are doing, but you're doing it in a very very like you're telling people what is happening, and then there'll be dialogue, and then like all it's very tell, not show. Whereas yeah, basically, well, but I mean those were plays, that's why those are pretty bare bones as far as like how things go. But if you look at like a traditional novel compared to a screenplay, they are completely different formats. And I think I'm actually more suited to, so web novels are a thing that have come around pretty recently. At least to the, like they've been a thing for I want to say like 10 years. I mean longer, definitely longer. But like the actual web novel itself as an established format of writing is pretty new, right? And I feel like my writing is suited for that. I just find it absurdly boring. I can't. Like, I don't, my, like, yeah, I don't know. I struggle with my writing a lot. Like, I have an identity crisis with my writing. Remembering reading a King Lear script play, I can't even understand one English word there due to the old English. Yeah, and that's another thing is like the super old, like the archaic word usage. Also, if you're reading, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go down to where I was working. It is a lot of bookies. Oh, I need to be RB. I'll be back in a second. Kittens have been left unattended and knocked shit off the table. Let's see. You should just purposely add a character with that. No, I will not. No thanks. Oh no, preach Cat's beer. Ambience music while reading this has no. This playlist is literally called it's literally the Cozy Fantasy Mix, and it's a playlist on Spotify. Like Spotify just generated for me, so I was like, yes. So I'm just using it. Don't worry, Kale. I have a novel series planned since I was a freshman. Thank you, Moose, in high school, and have not written anything. No, I have like 5 of those. Yeah. Well, I did, but I threw it away. Okay, I have not done that. Man, the way to write stuff is so profound. It kind of reminds me of reading. Yeah, I love Dragonlance. Oh, such a good series. I have some in my bookshelf behind me. I haven't read it in like years and years, though. I need to. Dragonlance was some good stuff. Like, damn. I just remember, what were their names? Raceland and Caramon? Wace and Tracy Hickman. Yeah, Margaret Wace and Tracy Hickman. Actually, I have a bunch of... So they actually did a bunch of novels, like, outside of Dragonlance, too, that are really good. And also, I think Tracy Hickman did some other novels with... I don't know if it's his like significant other or a family member. It's Tracy and Laura Hickman. I'm assuming it's his wife, but I could be very wrong. It could be like an Anne McCaffrey, Todd McCaffrey situation where she wrote with her son. So I haven't actually looked into anything past the authors because I haven't been reading like my physical books. So I just have like all of these books that I have not read. Oh, I can't. Okay. Wow, nuggets aren't junk. How dare. See if that... Okay. I am gonna write for a few minutes. Also, I had thought about putting up the lo-fi game. I might do that next stream and have like a window for it and like a window for it and then a window for my writing, but I don't know. I gotta think about it right now. Let's see. Also, I feel like I'm so indecisive with like my word choices a lot of the times. Cause like I'll write a sentence and I'm like, how can I rewrite this 50 million times to make it sound better? Oh, thank you. That must like I don't. It's hard to tell when you're writing if it's good or not. Like, because you never know, like, did I convey what I wanted to convey? Is this boring? Like, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, for me, I can't tell if I'm even doing this right. Like, is this gonna be, is this even gonna be good, you know? Yeah, basically, like, did I do what I wanted to do? Is this too much? Is this too little? What am I doing? Help. It's also like, especially in locations, like if you have an idea of where a location is, and then you're just like, did I convey where that is right? Or did I just confuse everybody? Do I not know my directions? There's just, it's I will say though, like, as a writer, for me, writing has taught me to have a little more context in my conversations. Like, I would like come up to somebody and start talking about something, and they were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. There's no setup here. I don't know what you're talking about. And so it's helped me be more aware that people aren't in my head and don't read minds. Linky's trying to like match my fishing. Which isn't going to be hard to do at this point because I only fish every 10 minutes. So give everybody a fighting chance. Who starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. I'm going to be honest. I don't randomly talk to people. Like, if I see random people in public, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to randomly talk to you. You can fuck right off. Well, I can fuck right off. It's like, I will generally talk to people that start talking to me depending on what they're talking about and like what the vibe is. Sometimes I'm just like, no, we're not doing that today. I mean, if you feel like you are constantly stuck, you can always try to finish something within minutes, as Enforce Right, and finish it within minutes, just like drawing. There are challenges where they have to draw 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, and sometimes I do that. Like sometimes I'll just sit down and write. The only problem is like I tend to write like this where I'm editing as I go because I already know how much editing I'm going to be doing anyway, and I want to try to edit as little as possible once I'm done, which is not typically the prescribed way to write. Typically you get the book out and then you start editing, but I'm just like, I just don't want to do that anymore. I'm just done with it. I have finished 2, 3, I don't know, 4 or 5 books over the years, but they were written in such a hurry, or like, you know, they were written in a first draft, just go for it, that like I have a lot of cleaning up to do and I just don't want to do it. Like I have to rewrite this and I would like not to do that. Oh yeah, I do have a map. I made a map in Inkarnate. If anybody knows what Inkarnate is, it's a lovely program that you can do maps with, and I love it. We're going to randomly approach KO and ask if these pants make my ass look fat. The answer is yes, if you stand and ask me that. Oh, yeah. So here's an actual map of this is just like a basic map. I did not draw this. These are all pre-made assets in Inkarnate, and then I put them together, basically. So this was just my, hey, what does this look like? Here's what this looks like. So I know, so I don't get lost. And then I actually have a map of the world. So here's a map of the world. The world is called Tellurian. And this is where we are right here, kind of in the middle, with all this forest and stuff. That's why this map is very bare bones, because I haven't really, like, I was kind of just placing some notable pieces of stuff. No, I have to have a visual. I have to have a map. I have to have a visualization, or I can't, or I get lost. I get lost in my own world. So this is my notes too. Like, these are all of the notes and ideas I had from the plots, the outline, and like my first chapter. So these are like thoughts, notes, things I have to do, that kind of stuff. I have oh god, I have laundry. I have freaking, like, these are some of the ideas for yeah, you know it's serious when I start pulling out the fucking tables. These are the types of classes that I was thinking of. Not this isn't like totally like set in stone or anything. Like, I just needed something to start with, and I haven't gone back to these yet. We haven't done any diplomacy, trade, or relations yet. I'll probably work on that at some point later on. Here's like an overview of the magic, mostly about the gods, and then like how the magic relates to them, and then the magic system between daemons and humans. And then there's like a bunch of shit about how, I don't know why I went so in depth in this. I just started doing it one day, but yeah, no, this is like all the world building, and then these are a couple of notes on it. So are these. Actually, I'm gonna take that out because that's trade twice, and I should put economy and trade up here. Culture customs, so I got those. This is just for, I put it, this is just for like the main relevance for the story. Guild structures, so there's like guilds in the city because it is a capital city for the continent, kingdom, country, whatever. I haven't decided what it is yet. Which seems pretty important, but it's fine. I'll figure it out later. There's the Magic Academy and the Champion Academy. I think I changed that to guild and just never changed it back, but like whatever. Actually, make some of this a little bit. So you can't see it a little bit because it's covered by the time thingy, but... And then I've got like characters. I have a whole overview of the characters. There's a laundry list for when I'm filling out stuff. So this is everything. I wrote everything about the main character. This is like her whole history, everything. I still need to write out some of these because these are like template things, but I love world building, especially if I'm going to be in that world for a while. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. It gets that bad sometimes. Like, I have Scrivener for a reason. Like, let's see. Side characters. Setting and location. So there's the main map. Aquaterra. Notes about the map. Market District. I think this was last night and the night before. I sat down and I was like, I need to write out some shit. All the blue are like notes that I actually discovered a really easy way last night of marking things of interest, and I'm going to be highlighting stuff in like blue that I either want to explore, I need to keep in mind, or are things of interest that I need to do stuff with. Like these are other like little shops in the area that she's in. Let's see. So there's all the districts. These are some ideas for businesses that I want in the area. It's like says merchant district, but I think some of them are going to be in other ones too, but I don't have much for like flora fauna stuff yet because I usually do like flora fauna magic items, that kind of stuff, while I'm writing the story and I have ideas as I go. So this one's going to be empty for probably a while. I haven't done these ones yet. Historical stuff, nor those ones, so that's kind of all I've got right now. Next thing we know, KO's going to have 3 pages written of hobbies and dietary habits of characters that don't even like, you don't even know. You don't even know. You have no... Preach! You've never seen like the most expansive of my world building shit. This isn't even the most expansive world that I've built. This one is pretty bare bones, actually. Okay, where was I? Notes. Oh, I probably need this map again at some point. This isn't even my world's final form. Tolkien had an entire chapter about hobbits and none of it had anything to do with the story. Yeah, I would totally do that. I did do that. I haven't put my notes together for it. I made a whole system of ranking for the daemons as they come into the frickin' guild. Look at this. Look at this. This is all shit for just one tiny part. To be fair, oh my god, it broke. To be fair, I did it because I was like, I need so I had a thought while I was doing it. I mean, that's true, but I feel like maybe that the Hobbit did have hobbits, so I feel like it's fine. It's fine. I want to make and illustrate little daemon cards at some point to, if I can get some like when I make the book, because I'm going to do illustrations for the book. There will be illustrations in the book. And maybe of when I was at Elftown in those days. Yeah. Oh god, Elftown. I was thinking about that the other day. I can't remember who I was talking about. Like, anyway, I can't remember where I was talking about it. We were talking about like DeviantArt and Cheesy Art and Elfwood and Elftown, and I was like, oh my god, such a throwback. Oh my god, let's see. I have known... Let's see, how long have we known each other? We've known each other for almost 25 years, I think. Yeah, because I think like Elfwood, I think it was on Elfwood when I was like 15, 16, something like that. Maybe 17, I can't remember. The Hobbit is more about dwarven ancestry, but I think the Hobbit had a hobbit. The Hobbit had a hobbit, so I feel like it was just given back. Granted, we don't do that kind of stuff anymore because I can't read Tolkien books because they're so boring. Well, I mean, I have read some. They're boring. I'm just gonna say that right now. I love them because I love the world building. They're boring as shit. Yeah, had a whole movie. I am okay with it having one Hobbit. I did. You guys have to refresh the stream to see the new categories and stuff. Well, actually, let me see if it actually took it. Because I did change it and I did press done. Yes, okay. So yeah, all you have to do is refresh and it will bring stuff up again. One Hobbit and 13 Dwarves, but he had a whole world and then he made 3 more books and 4 more books? 5 more books? He wrote more books and there had hobbits in some of them. The old animated Hobbit movie. Actually, I think there's 2 animated Hobbit movies, right? I know that there's a super old one that had like gave me nightmares because of fucking Gollum and his My Precious bullshit. Oh my god, Frosty. Stop flirting with Linky. Yeah, there's let me double check because I thought there was like 2. I could be wrong though. There also was a Lord of the Rings animated thing. Same kind of style, might have been the same studio. I think they only did 2 movies. Like The Return of the King and I don't remember. It was such a it's been so long. It is so long. Because if you reply to, basically if you ping me, the bot will reply to you. Daily sandwich. Anyway. There was a Dragonlance animated film? Oh no. I need to look this up. Oh my god, I had no idea! Wait, no, I did. I think I watched it. It looks really familiar. Yeah, because Tannhoff looks like Link. Like, it was that very old, that very kind of, like, old style of animation. I don't know how to explain it. That's funny. I didn't... That's a throwback. God. No, I don't remember the story. I vaguely remember watching the animation. I don't think I finished it because I don't remember a lot of it. Some of the old cell animation, definitely. Some studios, not all studios were created equally. Like, some of them were just like, I can see why you're not in business anymore. And then others is just like, how have you not been around for eternity? Like, I love you. Wait, second, like, which D&D movie? Rotoscoping, yeah. A Scanner Darkly, that's what that reminds me of. Is it A Scanner Darkly? It is! That was such a good movie. I don't know. Like, I like the D&D movies, even the bad ones, like the live action ones, because they're just, like, when they're bad, they're kind of campy, you know? It's definitely not intentional, but even, like, the bad ones are hilarious. See, we did that sprint and I wrote none of it. Excuse me. I dying. Wasn't that like the first one? Yeah, I think like one of the first ones was just Dungeons and Dragons. But that's what I'm saying is like they might be like not great, but like I don't know, they're fun. I liked them. They're campy and I'm here for it, okay? I did not see the Pathfinder movie. I did not know that that was a thing. See, this is why I have notes and shit. Oof. Just a crappy Jason Statham action movie and that they threw the name Pathfinder on. Oh. I like him in certain things, but I think he, like, quite a few other actors, actually, actors and actresses, have been, like, pigeonholed into, like, certain roles that they play almost exclusively. It's a clause in his contract that he can't lose fights. Well, that clause broke a lot because he's lost several of the fights in the movies that he's been in. I mean, what it is it's likely to be less of like a can't lose, quote unquote, and a limit on how badly they get beaten in whatever they're in, kind of thing, you know? That's why all the fights in like Hobbs and Shaw end in draws or unfinished. But that's what I mean is like that's still kind of a lose situation, but I think it's to limit the perception of like the weakness of the characters that they play, which still feeds into that whole pigeon-toed role that you know. Dude, I think if I was an actress, I would be like, I will exclusively play villains. I'm sorry, I will not play the good guy. Well, here's the thing. Contracts also change by movie. So, like, they might have those clauses written into a majority of the movies that they have, but it might not be in, like, every single movie. Because, like, everybody has a price, you know? We shall be. Sorry, it's cat distraction time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like I think their contract is probably not that they're going to lose the fights. It's that they are limited in how badly they get beaten up or appear to be injured, you know. Yeah, I'm no longer villain. How dare. You know, I really oh. Okay, we got an achievement for that catch, so good job, Linky. You got a legendary. I can only take so much of the glaringly orange eyes. Fair, fair. I was gonna say something and now I can't remember. Oh, so I really liked the kind of anti-hero type character until it became like a big fad, and then like everybody had the anti-hero type. Yeah, Deadpool's my favorite of them. Deadpool and like Batman, I think, are the two. Punisher, I just can't with the Punisher. I can't take it seriously. Too many dudes, like middle-aged dudes with like inferiority complexes and a midlife crisis latched onto him for me to take it seriously anymore. He's a gag character, but I feel like in certain comics they have made him an anti-character. And I feel like just overall or anti-character, Jesus, the anti-hero. Because, like, he is a gag character, but he still fulfills all of the, like, the specifications to be an anti-hero, you know? He will cut a bitch in order to get shit done. It'll just be real funny when he does it. I thought Venom was a villain, like always a villain. Am I missing something? I don't keep up with like all of the comics though, so I'm missing out on like a lot of the lore. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the lore. But I'm saying, like, isn't it historically two of them, oh my god. Isn't he historically a villain though? Like, it's just like the movies that is it? Oh, okay. All of the stuff that I have ever seen him or like seen in the comics or anything has always been the villain, so I have no idea. Remember at this point there's been like half a dozen or more people as Venom, some good, some bad, some trying to be good badly. That reminds me, I have like a million. Do I have it behind me? I do not know. What did I do with it? I have a box full of comics from when Hastings went out of business, and it's full of comics, and I've got like mostly Image and Top Cow and stuff like that. I have a bunch of the Darkness and Witchblade and stuff like that. I have never, my only experience with Ghost Rider has been the Nicolas Cage movies, which just I can't take seriously. Because Nicolas Cage. Was it Nicolas Cage? It was Nicolas Cage, right? Am I remembering that right? Yes, I am. Okay. I mean, I loved the movie, but I also can't take it seriously. Eddie Brock as Venom was an anti-hero. He started as a villain but transitioned to anti-hero over time. I just want to read Top Cow and look at the pretty assets. That's all I want to do. Soulfire, Witchblade, Fathom. Actually, a lot of those are Aspen Comics because Michael Turner left and established Aspen Comics. It was Nick Cage, and he funded like half of both movies solely because he wanted to do that bad. I that's what I'm saying is like so here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I am a huge fan of Nicolas Cage in the movies. Dude, Michael Turner is one of my, so as a teenager, Michael Turner, Carnelian, Satoshi Yoshihara, and Neo Lucky, Nicole Dubois. Like biggest influence on my tiny little artistic career. I had Michael Turner art splashed all over my fucking walls. Like, I love Fathom. I have a ton of Fathom comics. Although I will say it's like the later Fathom. It's not the Fathom. It's not like Aspen Fathom. It's like the other chick. I have a bunch of Soulfire. Soulfire is basically air Fathom. they're like fairies, like with dragons, and it's cool as shit. I love it, and the coloring, so pretty. I could gush about Michael Turner and Fathom and Aspen Comics all day. There's also like a crossover comic with Fathom, Tomb Raider, and Witchblade, which was cool as shit. Legit, I only know because the comic shop I went to for Pokemon League had like life-size Fathom poster, and oh my god, yes! I love Fathom so much. Trying to remember like other good Top Cow. Let's see what other. I also like Image Comics, Witches, Monstrous. I think those were two on their roster that were really, really good. I need to it was that shot of her breaching from the ocean and hair flipping. It was such a so Teenage Me copied that pose religiously so much. Studied that picture forever. The Books of Magic stuff from DC. Is it like what is it? What do you mean Books of Magic? Harry Potter with iconic DC comics. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not. Is it like, do you mean like the superhero stuff? Because I kind of burn out on superheroes. I'm like, I'm trying to see if I can find the image and put it up. Where is it? Because I think that is yeah. So it's basically if you look up Fathom Comic issue 1, I think it's the first issue, or volume 8. I'm trying to. There's a really good one. Hold on, that I really like the pose of. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, though. I just love the coloring. It's, like, so soft and pretty, though. Oh, you know what? Nope, that still didn't help. I might have to take a picture of it at some point later. Lots of Constantine-esque things. That sounds fun, actually. Witches kind of reminded me of that. I actually never got to finish that. I should go hunt that down and read the rest of it. Zanina is a great anti-hero, less edgy and more dense. The thing is, like, so many of them are super edgy, and it's like, well, I left high school years ago. Can we not? Oh, thank you, Boost. I like Blade to an extent, but oh no. Hold on, I have to fix it. The fuck? Why it fell? Lost the pupper treat. Oh no. No, Sam, no. Oh no, we in our villain era. I think if I was a comic book character and I got to play Chaos, I would be less anti-hero and just anti. Blade is alright, but Blade for me is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like there's better vampire hunter type characters out there. He is good for, like, just dumb fun type stuff, though. Like, Shallow, I just need something kind of edgy for no reason. Sam, that's not your toy. No. Go. That's not your toy, no. Sam, no. Hold on. This is your toy, Sam. Sam was trying to eat one of the cat toys. I'm like, no. It's 2 a.m. Have a good night, Abba. Thank you for hanging out. It was nice to see you. Hopefully I'll be able to stream tomorrow, too, and you can come hang out then. The thing with Blade is you can boil it down to I'm a vampire with a katana. Look at my trench coat. I'm a fan of that, though. Like, if that was just that was it, yeah, I'm sold. Rorschach. Oh yes, I like what's it, Watchmen. I need to binge that, honestly. I I like that. See, now I need to write a novel with that premise. I'm a vampire with a katana. Look at my trench coat. That's all. That's it. That is the entire idea behind the whatever I'm writing. Or just write a novel based on the whole, like, I am a blank with a blank, look at my blank. You could, like, get real awkward, but also real funny. Also, that just describes Virgil, but a vamp instead of a demon. Fucking Virgil. I feel like that's most male characters in media. Vampire D did do it so much better. Hellsing did it so much, and I like Hellsing as in like the manga Hellsing. I loved that one. That's my favorite rendition. Alucard. What is Alucard's? I'm a vampire with a gun. Look at my trench coat. It still works. Sephiroth, I'm an angel with a katana. No, I'm an alien with a katana. Look at my trench coat. I'm a mutant with a katana. What the fuck was he? Was he? I don't even remember anymore. I don't know what Jenova was. It's been so long. Spoilers for anybody that hasn't played Final Fantasy in 20 plus years. That's why it was like Jenova's an alien, and he basically is a Jenova clone. So, no, that's why I was kind of being sarcastic, Linky. It was a joke. That's why I was like, Jenova's an alien. Like, so technically, Sephiroth is an alien. Sephiroth is more that I have mommy issues. Look at my stabbing technique. I am an alien with mommy issues. Look at my stabbing technique. He also has the most fabulous luscious hair, though. It's them alien clone genes. They specifically chose the hair genes. Sephi would be a bioengineered human. I mean, very technically. But Jenova's an alien, technically. Like, she's from not the planet. So technically he would be an alien bioengineered? I don't know. Did you know? Yeah, so he'd just be a bioengineered alien human. No, I guess he would just be a bioengineered human with alien traits. He's a human Genova hybrid. I know, I'm just saying, like, it's... I refuse to play the new game, but maybe someday I'll do a replay of the old game and be like, okay, here's the story as now updated in for me. You play the new game? No, I refuse to play the game. It makes me mad, and I just won't play it. Yeah, it's not what I was sold, and I feel cheated, and I'm not playing it. I was sold a remake, and not a alternate universe retelling. Actually, isn't there gonna be... It's not a remaster, it's a remake. It's a remake. Like, there are things... Like, the beginning isn't even how it was in the first game. Like, they're very, very different games, and they actually even changed the story, and I don't like it. Oh, yeah, he got that cool hat, too. I do love the Alucard. I do love the Alucard eye peak, like the one eye peak. I know, I'm just saying I was sold like just a plain old like, hey, we remake this with all your favorite stuff, and they gave me bullshit. And I'm not having it. Thank you for the... I've been going through my drinks, Moosk. Linky, I understand. I played the OG. Like, literally, I am an OG Final Fantasy fangirl. Like, I understand. I actually played some of the new game. That's how I know it's bullshit and it's not what I wanted. Like, that's not what I was sold. I've only played an hour, and it is so wildly different from the first game that I was like, no. Done. Like, I mean, I like upgraded graphics, like all of that stuff, but there are certain things that had to happen in this game. I mean, Advent Children was a sequel. That's not, you know, that wasn't the OG game or anything. Advent Children's a sequel. It still followed I love Advent Children, for the record. Big fan of Advent Children. It's just the fact that they took the story and they're like, hey, we're gonna actually, spoilers for the new game if you haven't played it, we're gonna make it an alternate timeline. That other stuff still probably happened somewhere. Like, no, like, why didn't it happen in the game that you were gonna give to me? What happened to... It was such a good... It was so pretty, too. Oh. See, this is what I mean by when we have a writing stream, it's more of I should just put it under just chatting because that's all we're going to do. I mean, if you wanted an actual Zack story, isn't there one of the Dirge of Cerberus or something? One of the other Final Fantasy like games, quote unquote games, had a bunch of Zack stuff. Crisis Core, yes, thank you. I was like, I can't remember. I didn't play that one. Not because I didn't like it or anything. I just couldn't. A lot of this shit that came out when I was a poor college student, and then I just never picked it up to play it after I got out of college. So. That's right. That's right. I will play them one day. I did always want to. Yeah, you know, I have always given the I guess the advisory that if I hadn't played the original Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy would probably be cool as shit for me. I probably would be a fan if I didn't have the expectation to just have a plain remake that was updated graphics and like a, you know, I do wish they had given the real-time combat a go, like actual real-time combat, not whatever that hybrid bullshit is that they've got. But as a fan of the original game, I called it before the game even, like, I was an hour in and I'm like, this is so different. I'll bet they're going to keep Aeris alive. I'll bet she's not going to die. That was my, like, well, that's what I mean is like, yeah. Aerith is correct also. Normally I do say Aerith, but I've just got taken to using both over the years. Because if you play the OG one, her name is Aeris. In the original Japanese, I think it's Aerith. So both are technically correct. It's kind of like Final Fantasy X. They never say his name, so you don't know if it's Titus or Titus, because I have heard both pronunciations from different places. Yeah, but what I'm saying is I was not sold on an alternate timeline game. I was sold on just a remake, not a, hey, we are actually changing the story, you know? Like, yeah, that's just my whole thing. I feel cheated because I wasn't expecting a change in the story. Just graphics and, like, you know, little things and maybe making it longer and, like, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, I think when they were originally creating the game, yeah, I assumed Final Fantasy VII Remake was going to be the same. It was just a remake. And then they're like, no, it's like, it's a remake, but it's a remake. We remade the story. But no. But why would you do that? It was a good story already. Yeah, sadness. I will get over the salt in like maybe 10 years and then I'll play it. But like for now, I'm not having it. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can find the... Yeah, I've always heard that the canon pronunciation for his name was Tidus. For some reasons. And then they never actually say his name in the game, though. So it's like, nobody actually knows what the fuck his name is. Having witnessed both trilogies, I'd say if the remake wasn't associated with the name of it... What do you mean, both trilogies? Yeah, they sure remade it. I only have interest in... I have to pretend to be productive. I must disappear. Thank you for the lurk. There is no OG Final Fantasy trilogy. Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII was an original standalone game. And then those are just... They're not trilogies because it's like the other games were just like offshoots. The original Final Fantasy VII was just one game. And then they're taking... I mean, it was... I guess you could call that a trilogy. Yeah, it was 3 discs. It was one game. I only have interest in Final Fantasy VII as a fan of the series. I loved Final Fantasy VII because at the time, for me, it was an introduction to like a darker fantasy that you didn't see a lot in other... Like, you did, but it wasn't as pronounced, I guess. Plus, like, the graphics, and it was like the first one of the bigger games on the PlayStation. There was a whole bunch of stuff that like went into it, but other than Cloud being like a whiny shithead through the whole thing, I loved the game. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Final Fantasy VII could stand alone. It definitely isn't like a bad game. It's just they did like a bait and switch, and a lot of like, and I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people, like some of like friends and family included, that are like, yeah, no, it's a bait and switch, and I hate it. I'm not playing it out of principle, not because you know, it is a solid set of games. It's just not what I wanted. It's just not what I wanted, not what I was sold. So and I think like part of the reason why I'm a little salty is Aerith had to die. Like, she had to die. That was like one of the parts in that made the story like feel like it had real stakes going on, you know. Like, it also like caught you so off guard that you were like, it was emotional trauma, like actual emotional trauma. If you remember playing the game and you got to that part, like, even if the rest of the game sucked, that part was like, you felt it in your everything. I also feel like I was on the Aerith Cloud ship train when I first played it. Now I'm just like, girls, you can go find someone way better. Like, don't even bother. Move on. Technically, Remake is not a trilogy either. It's just being broken up into episodes. So technically, yes, it is an episodic trilogy. Yeah. Cloud is just a moody, whiny motherfucker. Like, he in the OG game, probably in this game. I think my favorite character in Final Fantasy VII was probably Vincent. Vincent number one. Oh, just like me for real? Wow. Aaron, are you a whiny bitch all the time? That's awful. I'm sorry. I love you. God, it was too much of a silent protect, and he was like, no, he was like a blank page. It was just like, you got nothing going. Him and like, okay, fucking Square, Cloud, and Squall both were like that time period where they're like, we're gonna make stoic manly men as the main kids. Like, no, both of them are dumb. What are you doing? Squall was also a whiny. Well, okay, Squall was a whiny bitch because he talked more than Cloud, but Cloud was definitely just as whiny if he talked more. Girl, bring up Genshin Impact in my general vicinity. I loved Vincent and Reno. I love me some Reno and Rude so much. They're my favorite part of the entire game. Yeah, Reno and Rude will always be my favorites. Trying to like Zidane in 9, still a womanizing bitch boy, but I did like him because he was kind of funny. Like looking back at it now, I feel like when I played the game, I did not like him. I was like, he's skeezy and shady, and I don't like this character. But like looking back, I actually appreciate the writing for his character a little more. Cloud was the emo bitch and Squall was the broody emo heartthrob. They're both emo bitches though. No. I love Zidane now. Like looking back, like he's still skeezy, kind of shady, like womanizer bitch, but I like his character arc. I appreciate like now that I'm a little older and I can write characters a little better. I can recognize his character arc more and appreciate it for what it is. He is a thief. I know. I'm just saying. But also, like, he was, like, going around fucking trying to, like, get, like, Dagger caught and compromising. Come on. He tried to, like, go grope her up and shit. Like, that's some shady shit. I want him to ask consent before he touches a woman. Hello? The compilation of Final Fantasy VII changed my psyche for better or for worse. For real. I will say though, my favorite Final Fantasy character is I do love. So Final Fantasy 15 gets a lot of hate, but I loved it. Oh shit, what you're at? Yeah. It had a lot of really. So I have a love-hate for it because the story showed so much potential, and they kind of just, I think, dicked around with the story, and then it just didn't get finished, and then they had to yank a bunch of, like, you can see the plot holes, and you can see where they were doing things, and where things didn't line up, and whatever, but it is Alt-Rock the game as far as, it's great in the way of, like, the character interaction between the main characters, like the three of them. Four of them. And I always forget Daddy Gladiolus. I don't know why, because he's daddy, but I always forget him. I never played so I had already finished the game long before the DLC came out. There is, but it's actually, if you don't watch them in order, it's not a big deal. You're not missing anything or losing too much if you don't watch them. So it's not, I know. I love Gladiolus. I'm super sad that it didn't get finished. The ending, I think, is my... The ending was incredibly rushed, and I will try to say this with as little spoilers as I can, just in case, just, you know, out of courtesy for anybody. The ending, while rushed, was one of the most heart-wrenching Final Fantasy endings I have ever watched, personally. I cried for like 10, 15, 20 minutes after. Like, I cried, like, it was a while. I was sitting there, like, just, like, disassociating and trying not to, like, lose my shit. It was, like, so good, though. It was so good, though. Yeah, oh god. Like, I hate how rushed the entire game felt and how parts of it didn't line up or whatever. I just wish it was more polished, but yeah, it's a standout one. But Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, no, the ending is soul shattering. Personally, I can't listen to that song anymore. It just it hurts me. I just nope. Every single time it comes on, if it's on my playlist, I'm like skipping that, or if it's like playing somewhere, I just like walk out of the place. I'm like, I can't. Yeah, no, which is, how sad is that the ending was like better than the rest of the game. But also there's so many things that I wanted them to explore, like the warrior lady, what the fuck is her name, with the white hair? Oh god, man, I need me some of her. I need me a whole arc for her. So many good times though. Yeah, there's the anime that's Brotherhood, and then there was the movie that was Kingsglaive, or I think it was Kingsglaive. Yeah, Kingsglaive. No, it was not that. The fuck was it called? Oh, yeah, okay, it was Kingsglaive. It's better than Naruto when you read through over 700 chapters just for it to get ruined in the last 10 or so. I noped out right before the big war happened. I was like, no, I'm just done. I can't read anymore. Goodbye. There's no, I couldn't. Oops. The song is Stand By Me by the way, the song, what the fuck is her name? Florence Welch. God, why was pulling teeth to get shit out of my brain? No, it was not Florence and the Machine. It was just Florence Welch. I'm pretty sure it was just her. Because, like, she has her band, which is Florence and the Machine, but then she's got, like, her other side stuff, which is just Florence. Because I think she has, some solo stuff? Hold on, I'm gonna look real quick. Oh no, you're right. It was Florence and the Machine. Yeah, she did. I mean, I must be thinking of something else she did. Oh my god, my internet might kick me off. Hold on, we'll see. My Twitch just reconnected my chat, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sweating it now. Okay, my connection is unstable again. I don't know how to fix it. I really don't. No, no, no. That's why I was like, I'm not giving out any spoilers. I'm trying to keep it spoiler free. I love Prompto. I do think had the best arc between the anime and the game. He could get to be like kind of an annoying little shit in the game sometimes, but he had I liked his character arc. I think that because the anime focused, I think, mostly on him and Noctis, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think there was like some other stuff, but it was like a lot of them too, mostly. Oh no, ad break. Okay, yeah, apparently there's nothing I can do about having internet with Starlink because it's variable internet. So I just need to get the fuck out of the valley. Each episode of the anime focused on a different person and how they met Noct. Oh, it's been so long. I couldn't remember. I know. I will probably never play the DLC, but it's okay. You know what? I think it's because I remember. So I played the game first and then I watched the anime. And so I think the anime had a little bit more. I think the anime hit more when you watch it after the game, because when you're watching the anime, you're kind of seeing how things piece together, you know? I know they didn't even do all of the DLC though. Like that just makes me mad. I wanted them to finish all of it, but you know, maybe we'll get lucky in the far future and they'll be like, "Hey, we're going to remake Final Fantasy 15 the way it should have been made." But the anime sets up just enough without spoiling anything for me to understand much more just how close. Yeah, no, they're best bros. They're best bros. Of course they're going to be super, super close. The only thing that I haven't seen is Kingsglaive. I haven't seen the movie. But that's because, like, nobody streams it or anything. And I'm too lazy to pirate. The financial situation put pressure on bro, they were making the game for like 10 years. Like it was financial situation, but also it was just like, I feel like it just kept getting pushed back for other things. And then eventually they were just like, well, hurry up and do this. So, you know, like the game, not necessarily the DLC. Like the DLC, I feel didn't get them quite what I feel like the game release might have been a little lackluster as far as like reception. I mean, probably. I mean, when you, I don't know. God, conflicted things. I have a love-hate relationship with Square. It's a fucking... Ugh. I mean, you could always play it. Bye, Preach. Thanks for hanging out. Putting up. Okay. Maybe I should just start, like, manipulating and blackmailing you into coming to the stream from now on. Fucking put up, quote unquote, put up with you. I do love the look of the Final Fantasy 15 chocobos. Like, they might be my favorites. I mean, you can acknowledge that you think you can be a bit grating on people, but I have not had that experience, so... There is no acknowledgement of that here. What I'm saying is that, Preach, we appreciate and love seeing you in the chat. Feels... Oh, no. Mm-mm. It's okay. Whatever you think you... whatever you think you do to me, you don't. You don't. If you did, I would tell you. I guess I should, like, write or something. Write or do the thing that I said I was gonna do. I got used to being told I was annoying for a majority of my life. It kind of stuck in my head, I guess, but I will try to remind you. Should. You are not. I promise that you are not annoying. How about this? You can just be your preachy self, and if I find it annoying, I will be like, Preach, you got to tone it down. Or I guess in a soft, kind way, I will tell you what is bothering me. How about that? Preach one last fish. Thank you. Good luck with the cleaning. I have no faith in the writing that's going to happen. I might just switch back to Planet Crafter. I do think I fixed the flow of things, though. I think it reads a little better. At least to me. I think it reads a little better, so I think I'm okay with that. I might do this, though. You're gonna get some tippy tappies ASMR. I wish that I wrote faster because it would actually be ASMR. The quote. Hey, Linky's in the lead. I guess, okay, if there was going to be like a prize that was awarded after every week or I'd probably do it like every so often, like after every 5 streams or every 10 streams or whatever. But like, what kind of prizes would be like if there was a prize contest thing? Like, what kind of things would you guys like to win? Yeah, me either. Also, I'm gonna BRB really quick. Actually, I'm gonna BRB because I need to go get water. I'm back. I forgot people are off doing things, so I opened my door. And now there's airflow, and it doesn't feel so bad in here now. Okay. Oops. God. I think I'm gonna do a sprint in a minute. Because I should probably get some work done, so. In like 2 more minutes, we'll take a sprint. Actually, oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm probably gonna ignore the chat a little bit for a bit. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot of bit. We'll see. Let me do this. A croissant? Croissant shark? Oops. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure. I opened the door and it's a lot cooler in here, so it might actually be okay to stream for a little bit longer, but I do have some chores to do also. So, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I might actually end stream in about half an hour because that'll be like the 4 hour mark. So, but now that I have woken up this morning and hopefully I can keep waking myself up and dragging myself out of bed, I'll be streaming. I'm going to aim to stream every morning if I can, if people don't interrupt me. So, yeah, I think maybe we'll just stream for another half hour. Like when the timer ends. We'll do when the timer ends, that's when I'll end stream. That might be a good thing. So I need to go do fucking chores. I need to go clean things and I don't want to. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for keeping me company while I stream. And shit talking Final Fantasy. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream a little earlier tomorrow. Now that I kind of have an idea of how the morning would go, I think I'll be able to be on top of it a little earlier. Most of my issue was just making food before stream to get me through stream so that I wasn't sitting here with like a fucking empty stomach. So do I. Oh. You said that, Linky. That was you. I have been wronged. It was cut off. I don't know if you can hear that, but my dog is sleep barking. She's going on for a while. Her little feetses are moving. No, I can't. Oh, what woke her up, Sam? Sam knew what you were doing. He was like, oh, the redeem has been redeemed. And immediately, like, he got out of bed, like, just as you were redeeming it. Like, what was you fighting, pupper? Okay, give dogs bones. She just went on forever. God. Sometimes once in a great while, doggos mentioned doggos get treats. Oh no. Once in a great while, Sam will also sleep bark, but it's really tiny. He sounds like a squeaky toy to me when he does his little like tiny oofs. When he's not full blown fucking car alarm, he hurts my ears so bad. But he has this really cute little oof that sounds like a squeaky toy. Hi, Sam. You like a squeaky toy? Yeah, you are. I need to get another webcam so I can have the dog cam back. I miss having the dog cam. I had also thought about doing a cat cam, but the cats don't sleep in like they don't sleep in here in regular enough places for me to set up a cam for them, so. Did I? Hold on. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to like go back and rewrite this again. I feel like it doesn't flow the way that it needs to. And that makes me sad. Hi, Caesar! How are you? I was kind of typing. I was looking up, so this character's black and white hair, and it kind of reminded me of another character really, like, vaguely, and I was trying to figure out who that character was, but I'm gonna have to abandon that for now. How are you? What's going on? I know it's been a while since I've had a writing stream, but since I have, like, mornings now, hopefully I can do more writing streams in the morning. Maybe I'll actually finish something. Okay. Break time has ended. I'm kind of done looking at this. I'm 55k. Oh my god, that's so much! 55k words in my Super Sentai inspired piece with a brand new waifu because the world always needs brand new waifus. We need more waifus. Yes, the world needs more waifus because yes. I am going to. You may be shameless. I will allow it. No, we should. If I do have links off, I'll undo the timeout. I don't think I do though. I think it should be. I will say, is it like safe for Twitch? Who, for legal reasons, inspired the character in my novel? But do she ground pound? Oh, okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair. No, we stand big butt waifus. I mean, we stand waifus of all shapes and sizes, as long as they're not like, you know, children. We don't stand that. I don't have to move anything. It'll pop up in a different window. I should actually look at some point if links are allowed. Oh, that's awful. There's an ad in 8 minutes. I'm gonna snooze that because actually we're gonna end the stream pretty quick here because I'm tired of looking at this. I can't share anything. Nothing's been sent. I can't. Yeah, I was like, Caesar can share. If it times him out, oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's a long link. Okay. That's fantastic, actually. Hold on. Let's see if I can. I don't actually know if... Actually, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, there we go. I say that's fine. I love this GIF. It's hilarious. Okay. Actually, yeah. You know, for no, that was, yeah, that was fine. That was fine. I appreciate it though. Also, my bitrate is like dying for some reason. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream. We have been live for many minutes. No, snooze that ad. Man, this is gonna be interesting. Rating all new people. My evening peeps aren't on. Actually, that means I have other people. Okay, I'm so excited. Hold on. Do. Oh no, there's so many. Oh, I know who I'm gonna raid. I know who I'm gonna raid. Oh, so many good people. Okay, okay. We're gonna go raid an artiste. We're gonna go raid Kavix. Hopefully I will be able to wake up also in the morning and do another writing stream, and hopefully this gets to be it's so weird because it was fine on my end. Like, it went through, everybody did the thing, the chat did the, like, it, for all intents and purposes, it literally did the thing. I don't know, like, I don't know how it got fucked up for you guys, but it was fine on my end, so I don't, like, right now, the rate is fine, you know, so, I mean, that's just gonna have to be a thing, Linky. I have shitty internet. It's gonna be a thing. I apologize, but yeah, there's gonna be times where it's gonna be like 10 to 20 seconds of lag, and I'm not gonna sit here and let it time out before that happens. So anyway, we're gonna go raid Kavix. I will be back tomorrow morning, tentatively, hopefully though, for more art and gaming stream stuff. So I love you all. Thank you for hanging out, and we're gonna go raid